like this, and horizontal line from point B like this. So somewhere here point B would be there. Here is point B, here is point A. Similarly, point number C, vertical line from point C dash and horizontal line from point C, both will meet at one point. This is the point that is called as point number C. Point number D, so for that vertical line from point D dash, horizontal line from point D like this. So here would be point number D, and point number E, horizontal line from point E and vertical line from point E dash. Here is point E. Now as we are looking from this side, if we look from here, this C dash would be visible, hence point C would be visible, hence join point C with D and B with the full line. AE is the outside line, so it is obviously visible. BE would be visible, and AB is also again full line. So ABCD is full line. Now what's about other points? So again with the same analogy, draw vertical lines from each points like this. From all these points, draw horizontal line from A, B, C and D as what we had done in the first step. Do follow the same steps, horizontal lines and vertical lines, that is also called as the projection lines from the end points in the top view, and mark the appropriate points and join those points with the full line. But here, if we look from here, this corner is not visible, hence this corner point should be drawn with the dotted line. So that dotted line, so join all these points which are towards the below side with the dotted lines. So these corners should be drawn with the dotted line, and this also should be joined with the dotted line. This is the outside line, hence it's a again full line, and this corner is also a full line, right? And this from point C, this corner would be visible, so represented by full line. Now what's about this corner? So this corner will join with this corner, so they should be joined with the dotted line. As it is not visible, so it is not represented or represented by the hidden lines, or it is called as the dotted lines. So this is the solution of this problem. You can see here we have drawn both the steps. Insert the dimension, it's a 20 mm pentagon, so 20 at the middle to the above point, 20 mm is the side length, this height is 60 mm, so write 60 over here. This angle is 30 degree because it is given that the side makes an angle of 30 degree with horizontal plane, so this angle is 30 degree. These lines are dotted line and this corner is full line. We can name the endpoints and we can write the name of views. Say these are the front views and these are the top views, and finally this is the answer of this problem. And we can represent the axis of this solid in top view as well here, and here axis should be represented like this: long dash, small dash, and at the middle here overlapping of axis and solid line is there, so we have to give priority to the solid line. So that is problem number 3. Now problem number 4. This is the solution of problem number 3. This is given, shown here, the solution of problem number 3 with name of appropriate points, types of lines, and step 1 and step 2. In examination you have to draw this solution like this. You should not use sketch pen, you should use pencils 1H and 2H ink. Example number 4, the data is given. Draw the projections of a pentagonal prism, base 25 mm side and axis 50 mm long, resting on one of its rectangular face on HP with the axis inclined at 45 degree to VP. Again here the axis of this solid is inclined to 45 degree to VP, and it is resting on its rectangular face on HP. So it should be like this. Here this is the rectangular face, this is the rectangular face, and it is resting on its rectangular face. So it should be drawn like this. Draw XY line which represents intersection of HP and VP like this. Here, as the axis is to be inclined with the VP in the first view, it must be kept perpendicular to VP. That is, true shape of this will be drawn in the front view with one side on XY line. So first draw a pentagon above XY line in such a way that its base meets XY line. Name the endpoints A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash, and 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, and 5 dash to the another pentagonal face. As it's a prism, 2 pentagonal faces would be there. Now draw projection lines. This is the side length, that is 25 mm, and draw its top view, which is rectangle having length 50 mm. Now this length is 50 mm. Insert this dimension. If we are looking from top, this edge line from B dash and 2 dash would be visible. This is the point. These 2 points are there, that is B and 2. Join them with the full line because they are fully visible. Then about these 2 points shown by this green color, E dash 5 dash and D dash 4 dash, both are away from us. If we are looking from here, these 2 corners will not be visible. Hence these points, draw vertical line from these points. They will cut this rectangle at 2 points over here, 2 points over here, and join them with the dotted line because it is invisible like this. So this 2 dotted line represents this bottom base. Name the endpoints A1, B2, C3, D4 and E5. Now it is given that it is resting on its rectangular face and we have to draw its another view. So for that, draw a meter line which makes an angle of 45 degree with XY line, this one, and take projections like this. We have to tilt this top view in such a way that this makes an angle of 45 degree with XY line. So redraw this rectangle like this. What we have drawn, this one, this angle is 45 degree. Now take projections from end points A1, B2, C3, D4 and E5. Relocate all these points over here. Name the endpoints. Take projections from A, vertical line from point A, horizontal line from point A dash. Similarly, vertical lines from all points A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and horizontal lines from A, that is this is the point, from B, this is the point, from C, C1 dash is the point, from D, D1 dash, from E, E1 dash is the point. Similarly, on the bottom side or on the left side, 1, 2 or 2 1 dash, 3 1 dash, 4 1 dash and 5 1 dash, 5 points are there. Now as we are looking from here, this point 1 is visible, right? This is the visible point. So here point 1 should be joined with the full line. This is visible point. So join 1, 2, 1, 5 with the full line and 1A with the full line. Rest all lines would be dotted line and the lines which are outside line will be full line. So here is the point C. C23 would be, C2D would be dotted line as this is not visible. C2B would be dotted line, not visible. C23 again would be dotted line, it's not visible. So C1 dash, 3 1 dash would be dotted line. Now draw its outside line with the full line. This is the outside line. So this is the solution of this problem. You can see here, this satisfies all the conditions. The axis is inclined to VP. You can see here, that is 45 degree. So this axis will make an angle of 45 degree with XY line, and this front view and this prism, this pentagonal prism is resting on its rectangular face. Now let me discuss some hints for projections of solids, which should be taken care when we draw the solution of this problem. When the axis of the solid inclined any of the projection plane, first assume the axis is perpendicular to that plane. That is first assumption. Then draw the projections in simple position. Top view first if the axis is perpendicular to HP. If it is given that the axis is perpendicular to HP, draw top view first, and if it is given that it is perpendicular to vertical plane, then draw front view first. And if it is given that it is parallel to HP and VP, which view should be drawn? Yes, it's a side view. Side view should be drawn first. Change the position of the view to the given inclination if needed. Whatever inclination is given, change that position. Tilt the front view if the axis inclined to the HP, and tilt the top view if the axis inclined to vertical plane. As per given position, tilt appropriate view. If inclination with HP is given, tilt the front view. If inclination with VP is given, tilt its top view. Project from the view to get the final view. Project from the given view, that is whichever view we have tilted, from that we should project. Project from the top view, from the front view to get the top view if the axis inclined to HP, and project from top view to get the front view if the axis is inclined to vertical plane. We have seen both kind of problems in present solutions. Ensure all the points are named in the appropriate manner. You should take care about this thing, that all the points should be given name in appropriate manner. Lowercase letters with a dash for the front views, and for top view dash should not be given. Now some do's and don'ts for projections of solid. What you should do and what you should not do for drawing projections of solid. First, ensure whether the solid is prism or pyramid. Don't extend the projectors from the true shape beyond the reference line. Second, for pyramid in the true shape, draw slant edges. Third, mark the axis and dotted line properly, because students forget to draw axis. So you should take care about this, and don't forget to draw the boundary of any view. Yeah, it's a very important. Any view will having definitely a solid boundary, so boundary should be represented with the full line. If you have drawn dotted line, you should change that dotted line to the full line. Fourth one, ensure resting part of the solid properly. Properly ensure that the solid is resting on this base or this corner. Don't draw the axis line as dotted line. The axis line should be drawn as a full line. It should not be drawn as the dotted line. And ensure given inclinations are marked properly. Take care about this. The inclinations should be marked. Say this angle is given 30 degree or 45 degree or 60 degree. They should be marked appropriately. Then make sure that the axis and base are always perpendicular to each other. This is also very important, that axis and base should be always right angle to each other, because we know in case of solid the axis and base are perpendicular to each other, and we draw the solid in such a way that they are parallel, their faces are parallel to each other in case of group 1 solid, and in case of group 2 solid, that apex point, center line drawn from the apex point to the midpoint of its base is always perpendicular to its base plane. Number 7, while getting the final view, name the intersection of projector properly. You should take care about these also. Name the intersection of projector properly and name all the points properly to represent its final view. These are the various websites which are useful to you to get more information about engineering drawings, mechanical drafting and some projections of points and solids. Say engineeringdrawing.org, slideshare.net, studyvilla.com, engggraphic.wordpress.com. Wish you best of luck for your preparation in the examination. So today we have discussed about the solution of various problems based on projections of solid. We covered the solids, namely cylinder and prism. We solved we have solved the problems in which views are given, and we can conclude today's talk like this. If the angle with HP is given, we have to tilt its front view. Angle with VP is given, we have to tilt its top view. We start from its top view if the solid is lying on HP, and we should start from the front view if the solid is lying on vertical plane. So I hope today's discussion would be fruitful to you, and we will meet again for new discussion with some more problems and solutions. Thanks to all of you.